Hello, we're going to find out how to get the period and amplitude of cosine or sine function. Initially, both have an amplitude of 1, the parent function, and they have a period of 2 pi. In order to get the new amplitude, you have to really pay attention to the A value. This right here is called the A, and that will provide the amplitude, and the amplitude will be the absolute value of A. In this case, we're gonna get the absolute value of -2, and the amplitude will be 2. What does that mean? It means that the maxima and minima of this graph will be 2 and -2. And because it is negative, it'll be reflected. So the graph would end up looking something like this. That means that is just considering the A. I'm not considering, so the amplitude is from the middle of the graph, the midline up, we have 2 units, and from the midline down, we also have 2 units. The midline is this line that cuts the graph in half, well, vertically. And the period, later on, we're going to see how to sketch it, but the period is found based on K. So K is right here, or it can also be expressed as Y equals A cosine of KX. So K will tell you how the original period will be affected. So right now, the period of any cosine function originally is 2 pi, and you have to divide it by K. In this case, K is equal to 4/3. So let's go ahead and divide 2 pi by K. In this case, we're going to divide it by 4/3. And that's going to end up as 2 times 3. That's 6 pi. And 4 times 1, 4. And you can simplify this by dividing 6 and 4 by 2. So you're going to end up with 3 pi over 2. That means that the new period, the new distance to complete a cycle will be, instead of 2 pi, will be 3 pi over 2. So it'll stop at 3 pi over 2. So that means that the graph, instead of ending all the way there, is going to end here. Later on, we'll see how to sketch it. Another way of finding the period is just setting whatever's inside of the cosine, the argument of the cosine, equal to the 2 pi, the last point on your x point on your graph, or on your period. So you're going to have 4/3 of x equals to 2 pi. So you're going to solve for x. So you're going to have 4x is equal to 2 pi times 3. And x is going to be equal to 6 pi over 4. Simplifying that, we're going to get 3 pi over 2. So that's another way of approaching that. Both ways, you get 3 pi over 2, and the amplitude will simply be the absolute value of A.